I'm Marcy Farrow from Mixed Media Girl, and you're watching Hometalk. In today's project, we are going to be creating a geode with these cute glass pieces from the dollar store. And these are just the kind that go in a fish tank, or they're just decorative. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and crack these before putting them into our project. So I've already preheated the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. You can use other temperatures, that's just what I have found works the best. And we're gonna go ahead and bake these for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back for the next step. All right, so go ahead and fill up a pan or a bowl with ice and water. You need enough to cover all of your glass pieces. And on this step, please make sure you wear safety glasses because the glass can actually pop back at you. So we're gonna go ahead and dump these in here. And you can hear it. They pretty much immediately just fracture. Now because this is ice water, they cool down also really fast, and they're now ready to use. Look how pretty those are. Now I've got my fractured glass pieces here. These are so beautiful. They're iridescent and they've got all that cracking in the middle. One other thing that you can do if you want these pieces to be even smaller is you can actually put them in a bag and take a hammer or something like that and break them up. And I am using this acrylic geode cutout piece. It's clear plastic, and on the other side it does have a piece of paper, which makes for really, really easy cleanup. First, I'm gonna start by placing my glass pieces where I want them. Before I even get into mixing my resin, this can take a minute. You can pre-glue these pieces down if you want, or you can just kind of set them here. I think I will be using resin to attach these for this case. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set them, and then once I've got my resin mixed up, I'll pour that over these to hold them in place. And I'm gonna have some of these kind of hanging over this inside part here. Don't have it hanging over too much that it'll fall through. I'm using Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin. This is mixed with equal parts A and B. So I'm gonna start off with some of the glitter, and I actually want to pour this over my stones here. So I think it will go well and add just a bit of extra sparkle in there. So I'm gonna start off with the white paste. And you can kind of go, when using a shape like this, you can kind of follow either the outside or the inside. And I tend to kind of do something in the middle. Now, resin is self-leveling, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it down here, and then I'm gonna spread it out a bit with my finger. I'm gonna get in here with the white metallic. That's the one that's mixed with the diamond dust. And I'm gonna go on the outside of this one. And of course, there's gonna be parts here where it runs off the side. That's okay. Same thing, I'm gonna spread it around a little bit. I want this to be a slightly thinner line than the white though. So I'm not gonna spread it around quite as much. And I'm gonna get in here with the pearl. Now the pearl I want right up against these stones in the middle here. And I also want some on the outside. Now I've got all of my colors on here except for the gold. So I'm gonna finish this outside part here with a little more of just that flat white. Now here's where we get to have some fun and get in here with some accents. So I'm gonna take some of this gold and I'm gonna use my stick, and I'm gonna make these thinner lines through some of these parts. I'll do some through the outside here as well. The last thing we need to do is take a torch and get rid of the air bubbles. Then we're gonna leave this to cure, and I'll be right back. Our piece is now completely dry. It is gorgeous. So I just wanted to really quickly show you guys how easy the cleanup on this is. So it's got this brown paper on the back. It can be a little tricky finding a spot to start pulling it from, but then once you get a grip on it, you just go ahead and pull it all off. And you can already see, you're gonna see that beautiful design through here. Okay, we've got the back all cleaned up. It looks beautiful. I still like the front more, but if you wanted to, you could use the other side. Now, what do you do with this at this point? Normally, it's a wall art piece. You hang it up. It's gorgeous, but you could also make it into like a serving tray or maybe a display stand of some sort for, you know, cupcakes, jewelry, nail polish, really anything. So if you want to do that, you could just glue some legs onto the bottom and stand it up. Another thing that you can do is you can glue onto the bottom, and I'll usually actually use resin because it's pretty sturdy, but you could put some sawtooth hangers on the bottom here to hang it with. Or you just hang it through a nail on your wall, or you just set it up and display it, which is what I usually do. And there are actually display stands that you can use. All right, so here it is displayed just on a little table off of my kitchen, and I think it is beautiful. So have fun with this. Thank you so much for watching Home Talk. I will see you next time.